Hello, everyone. Yes, it's me. Feeling a lot better with my nose today. Still a little bit going, but nothing else. It's a really odd one. I said chill. Uh, it snowed last night. I can see the snow. It's still dark out there, but I can see it's all white out there. I'm good with it. I don't mind it. I don't have to drive anymore. This and that. So I do understand when people aren't all that happy to see snow, uh, but I love it. And my oldest granddaughter already started again. She did this last year because it already snowed here once a few days ago. uh, or what? A couple of weeks ago, maybe. Okay. She already started making little snowman and sticking them in the freezer. She's so funny. And yeah, anyway. And then she came in here and threw a snowball at me as well. Yeah, okay, that was nice. Well, anyway, it's all in fun, you know. I mean, anywho. So, but it snowed, and it looks like it's a good little blanket out there. Uh, which means that, yeah, the little one, the littlest one, the youngest one's going to have a lot of fun today going out in the snow because I think last year she was way too little to know what it was. She just kind of sat there, going, okay. But this year, right? Yes, so this is kind of the first time she'll be able to, experience snow and in a way that, she can comprehend her, whoa, what is that? Right? Yes? Yeah. All right. So let's get going here. E. Poems on Israel and Judah. I thought these were prophecies. Well, I guess they could be put made into poems. You know what? Whatever. Against Samaria. Oh, there we go. Against again. And against false prophets. Okay. And against evil counselors. Okay. This is a long one. I better get going. Woe to the haughty crown of Ephraim's drunkards, to the fading flower of its proud splendor, sited at the head of the lush valley. To those prostrated by wine, see a strong and mighty man in the Lord's service, like a storm of hail, a destroying tempest, like immense floodwaters overflowing, with his hand he throws them to the ground. They will be trampled underfoot, the haughty crown of Ephraim's drunkards, and the faded flower of its proud splendor sited at the head of the lush valley, like a fig ripe before summer comes. Whoever spots it forthwith picks and swallows it. That day Yahweh Sabaoth will be a crown of splendor and a proud diadem for the remnant of his people, a spirit of fair judgment for him who sits in judgment, and the strength of those who repel the assault on the gate. What a prophecy. Okay. I keep having things on my mind while I'm reading this. So I don't know. It's not really. I have to be honest. It's not really. It's not really sinking in. Mainly probably because I'm just reading it. It's a condition. I can't just. I can't do much with it. I just can't. Um, because it seems so frail in a way on what is being said here. It's just so frail. There's no strength in any of this for me. Which brings me to something I just want to quick mention. Yes, True Mother is still in detention. I haven't heard anything about that other pastor. I'm assuming he is too. And it's kind of coming to light now that this doesn't have anything to do with either True Mother or this other pastor. It literally has to do with Christian persecution, that they have done something wrong. It has to do with Christian persecution in in South Korea. and those are probably the two biggest Christian organizations there and movements there, and this that, and it's very okay. It's very sad. It's very sad to watch. And when I pray, as I prayed this morning, I said, Father, isn't there anything that can be done? This is just, where is this all going? It's literally, we're just confined ourselves to just watch and what's going on there. And other places in the world. Okay, True Mother is involved. Okay, so here I'm way more invested in that than other things I hear. I pray about it, where Christians are persecuted in Africa still, and who knows where else. But this is really close to my heart. Yes, yeah, maybe one should have done something beforehand in all these. Okay, I don't know. What does one do when you live in a country where, I don't know, we're fine, and suddenly this stuff happens in other countries, or is happening in other countries? What does one do? And I got an odd answer back this morning. I was praying. It's going to have to run its course, as it has and had to run its course at the time of Jesus. And it took a long time for the Christians to, many lost their lives, this and that. I don't know if that's going to happen this time around, but probably a lot of us are going to lose our voice when it comes to just wanting to bring our Heavenly Parent into everyone's heart. So that, people learn how to be kind, and all people in the world learn how to be kind to all human beings, especially children, to all animals, and learn about the harmony, how harmony and balance is needed in that when it comes to wildlife and pets and with children, on how you don't just get rid of it because it's not 100% perfect according to our view. Okay, just saying. All this kind of stuff. And that's what I got. It's like, it's going to have to run its course. We don't change. Our ways don't change. And if other people are taking advantage of that, so be it. Very sad, isn't it? Anyway, that's the answer that I got back. Isn't there? Something's going to have to give somewhere. What are they doing in South Korea right now? The government's it's dissolving. If they manage to dissolve these big churches there, with millions and millions of followers all over the world, they're going to be able to get rid of the little ones, just like that. People will have to hide out in their homes and do church. What if they get caught? Just as in North Korea and China and I don't know where else, where communist is rule, they're going to round them up and put them in jail, and then, I don't know, gas them out or something? Wow, it's kind of come. One of this says, wow, you did not arrest those two people because they actually did something wrong. This is something of a way bigger plan. A move of a way bigger plan that the South Korean government is having. That's what I'm starting to think. That's what I am seeing. So, but it is what it is. We got to pray for those people. Oh, I almost said something I should not say. Don't say it. Don't think it. It's wrong. Okay. As Heavenly Parent said, Father said, we don't change just because people around us change. We don't. We stay true to the change of lineage. Yes? And then we don't change. That's it. Finally found that you finally found God's presence. You're just going to let it go so that you can fight against this or that, and I don't know what, but then we're letting go, aren't we? Anyway, let's not do that. All right. Against false prophets, these too have been confused by wine. Yeah, Isaiah, have gone astray owing to liquor. Priest and prophet have become confused by liquor, are sodden with wine, have strayed owing to liquor, have become confused in their visions, have strayed in their decisions. Yes, every table is covered in filthy vomit, not one is clean. Now, how would he know that? Right? Yes? How would he know that? That's how he explains that other prophets who may say, hey, but Isaiah, I see that a little different. This is what I got from God. And Isaiah has to find a way. Okay, I'm not saying. Yeah, people when they take drugs and they drink a lot and they start seeing things, this and that, and then, they're sober again and say, well, guess what? Okay, guess what? I have to tell you, I don't really listen to anyone that I know, or I realize that they're under the influence of something. I can't take that seriously. Yes. Yeah, it's a fantasy world out there for people, I guess. I've never experienced it, so I don't know. And it seems to be a really good fantasy world, because people do it for so long until they end up dying of it, dying of the drugs, overdosing on drugs. It's very sad, isn't it? All right, let's get going. It is what it is. Whom does he think he's lecturing? Oh, whom does he think his message is for? Babies just weaned, babies just taken from the breast with his Sav Lazav, Zav Lazav, Cow la cow, cow la cow, Zirjam, Zirjam. I have no idea what that's supposed to be now. These are supposed to be prophecies. But what is Isaiah actually doing? He's just venting his own anger here. Okay, well, I do that sometimes too. Now with stammering lips and in a foreign language, he will talk to this nation. He used to say to them, here you can rest. Here you can let the weary rest. Here all is quiet, but they refuse to listen. Now Yahweh is going to say this to them. The same thing again. Some weirdo thing. So that when they walk, they will fall over backwards and so be broken, trapped, and taken captive. And God would do, now Yahweh's going to say this to them. And then comes that Sav, Lazav, Savs, Lazav, Kav, Kakao, Kaf, Lakao, Sirjam, Sirjam. That's what God says. Then they're going to stumble backwards. And what? Come again? God would do that? Is that the wishful thinking of Isaiah? When I said, I better not think that. Beware even on what you think sometimes when you feel like, okay, do I have that power? Is that going to, Spirit world's going to hear you and go, yeah, that's just what you want. Yeah, but what I want right now is Mother to get out, so how about that? But I don't even want to put a negative thought out there against that president of South Korea. Because that's not who we are. We don't do that. Yes? But there's a very simple solution if he were to just have, I'll say it, a heart attack. Right? But again, so I said it. I'm glad now I said it because I said it in a way where, no, we don't do that. We don't want to think that way. Immediately after, I kind of realized on what was going on there and going, wow, well, there's a very simple, and then I got there would be a very simple solution, and I knew it was wrong right from the start of even just mentioning it, but there would be a solution, right? But I don't want that to happen. That would be wrong. Again, as I said, we cannot leave our proper position as a child of God, and that is that. Yes? Okay. But Isaiah has no problem with that. Not only that, that's absolute slander against God. That God would never do that. So that when they walk, they will fall over backwards and so be broken, trapped, and taken captive. That's in the Bible. And no wonder people out there, as I say, if you just go by the Bible, okay, well, this is God's word. This is not. No wonder we have such problems out there with people behaving properly. Huh? It's true, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh. What am I finding here? Against evil counselors. Yeah, there you go. Hence, listen to Yahweh's word, you insolent men. Like God would talk. Like, you see? Isaiah's just mad. He's upset. Rulers of, and this is not the way to go about it. Rulers of this people in Jerusalem, because you have said, we have made a treaty with death and have struck a pact with Sheol. When the scourging flood comes over, it will not touch us, for we have made lies our refuge. We have made lies our refuge, and hidden under falsehood. So the Lord Yahweh says this, now I shall lay a stone in Zion, a granite stone, a precious cornerstone, a firm foundation stone. No one who relies on this will stumble, and I will make fair judgment, the measure and uprightness, the plumb line. This goes right along with what I all just said. But hail will sweep away the refuge of lies, and floods wash away the hiding place. Your treaty with death will be broken, and your pact with Sheol will not hold. Okay, so just to go back to that one last part here, before I read this part here, did you notice? It seems like to me that Isaiah asked exactly the same thing that I did this morning. And I believe that now I shall lay a stone in Zion, a granite stone, a precious cornerstone, a firm foundation stone. No one who relies on this will stumble, and I will make fair judgment, the measure and uprightness, the plumb line. Yes, isn't this exactly what I said? Yeah, we want to. We want to think, what if? But we can't do that. We have to stay on that firm foundation. Yes? And that does not include going out or even in your home to start thinking badly, wanting bad on other people. Do you know what I mean? Yes. Okay. Wow, this is amazing this morning here. But, so this little part seems like Isaiah got it, yet he can't help himself, right? He still can't help himself. Well, anyway. When the scouring flood comes over, you will be trodden down by it. Every time it comes over, it will seize on you. For it will come over. Morning after morning, day by day, and night by night, nothing but fear will make you understand what you hear. For the bed is too short to stretch in, the blanket too narrow for covering. Yes, as on Mount Perazim, Yahweh will rise, as in the valley of Gibeon he will storm to do his work, his mysterious work, to do his deed, his extraordinary deed. Stop scoffing then, or your bonds will be tightened further, for I have heard it. It has been irrevocably decided as regards the whole country by the Lord Yahweh Sabaoth. Okay, have it your way, Isaiah. A parable. Okay. Do not believe God has anything to do with any type of destruction. Never has, is not, and never will. Is that clear? Okay. A parable. Listen closely to my words. Be attentive. And now we're having a parable. Okay. Does the plowman plow all day to sow, breaking up and harrowing his ground? Once he has leveled its surface, does he not scatter fennel, sow cumin? Oh, is that what they had there? Then he puts in wheat, millet, barley, and round the edges spelt. Wow, so that's a companion planting. Oh, they did that at that time? Oh, interesting. For his God has taught him this rule, instructed him, fennel must not be crushed with a sledge, nor cartwheels driven over cumin. Fennel must be beaten with a stick, and cumin with a flail. When you are threshing wheat, you do not waste time crushing it. You get the horse and cartwheel moving, but you do not grind it fine. All this is a gift from Yahweh Sabaoth, marvelous advice, leading to great achievements. Yeah, that's a good one. I can't say anything against that one. Of course, I'm looking at it not from, all right. So, what do you want to tell us spiritually here? And I get a little tired sometimes trying to figure out. But I really, really like the physical part of it. Yes, I do. And I find it interesting. I have no doubt that Spirit World, in one way or another, had their hands in just a little bit on how people discovered certain things, right? Especially when it comes to food, and then on how to process it. Yes. I was talking to my son-in-law here, and I said, I just watched a video. I know now how to, an easy one. It takes a little longer than the cooking part, but an easy one on how to process acorns and make it into flour. I've always wanted to do that. And it was very good because it also showed which ones are the good ones and which ones you don't want to use. And then on how to get the tannins out now. So it's actually, edible and not so bitter and all. But I think it's not just the bitterness. I think there's a reason you're not supposed to eat so many tannins either, right? Okay. Then I said, wow. I said, but the squirrels and the worms, I said, really love acorns, right? Yes. And so I'm amazed that it doesn't affect the squirrels then. Maybe I need to go and read up some more on tannins, right? Yes. Maybe it is just a bitterness. I don't know. And he's like, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. So for us humans, you have to process an acorn properly in order to eat. Is it because they are a bit toxic otherwise, or is it to make them more palatable, right? Yes. Gotta go find that out. I'll let you know. So I think I'm a little late this year because a lot of them already been on the ground, which means they're already having wormholes in it. And I think acorns work in the same way as chestnuts, where the worms come from the inside, not from the outside. All right, look at you. Is this how you're going? Guess what?
No school.
No school because there's snow? Ah! All right, well, we'll have a great day then. I gotta go. I have to go. I have to spend some time with I want to spend some time with my oldest granddaughter now. So, I've got to go. May Heavenly Parent bless, protect you, guide you, embrace you with love. Eldridge, my dearest brother in faith, I love you. I hope you're getting better. Yes, let's keep praying, and I will talk to y'all another time.